What is going on, everybody? On YouTube, Griffin here, coming back to you guys with another live stream from the Millennial Motivation Entrepreneur YouTube channel. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel and tuning in for the first time, we'd love to add you to this awesome community of like-minded individuals. First and foremost, if you're new to the channel, like I said, we'd love to add you. Sorry, I'm kind of sidetracked right now. But yeah, we'd love to add you to this awesome community of like-minded individuals. So if you're new, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button below. And even more so, check out our Discord group chat that's down in the description box. There's about 50 to 60 of us in there now, so it's awesome just to communicate with a bunch of like-minded people on a daily or hourly, in some cases, or minutely basis. So oil had a pretty decent day today. It did kind of top out right around like 57.75 to 57.80. You can see it tried to go above 80 once early on this morning, failed, and we kind of had this little double top form, and then from there it kind of just continued to slide throughout the rest of the day. However, when we zoom out to our, I believe it was the 30-minute 10-day chart, you can see, we're continuing to make what? Higher highs and higher lows. So I'm still very bullish on oil overall. I did, as most of you know that tuned into the stream yesterday, I did purchase some GUSH as it continued to slide yesterday. And you can add some alerts set up for today because it looked like for a while GUSH might have tried to slide under $11 again. So I set an alert just to be on the safe side because I was going to look to maybe add some more positions within GUSH if it kept going down, if it looked like oil was going to reverse and continue to drop today. It did not do so, which I actually prefer. I'm glad it did not. Like I said, it made higher high, well, in last couple, like the last day or so, it's made a higher high and higher low. So we're still in a very good pattern right now. It's going to be interesting, though, to see how oil plays out in the futures overnight Sunday, like Sunday into Monday after this weekend. But yeah, I bought some GUSH, of course, right around $11.27 is my average buy cost. So we're still up currently, and I'll go ahead and show you guys my Robinhood profile so we can go ahead and take a look at that. We got a couple of you tuning in. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, you can see overall we're up a little bit, 1% overall for my entire account. Up just over $11 overall, up 10 cents after hours, nothing crazy. This shows GUSH is right. Okay, so sometimes Robinhood for some reason and after hours doesn't update quite as often, but I believe the markets are completely closed now for the weekend, so they did finally catch up and put it 11.32. They were behind for a while. But so yeah, we were up about 1% overall in the count, nothing major. And then overall for the week, we were up about 1.62. You can see, obviously, this was at 8 a.m. This was when oil this is when oil had like its quote-unquote high of the day, is right around, I believe, 8 a.m. this morning. And then it kind of slid down from there. HEAR was also up just a little bit before market hours. You can see I almost forgot I was even holding that still. But you can see it started out the day up actually 4%, and I should have just went ahead and sold in the pre-market, but I had just started my day at work, so I didn't even think to. I was thinking about maybe just considering just cutting that as a loss, but I still do think, speaking of HEAR, while we're on the topic real quick, for those of you that are into Turtle Beach, I do think it's going to retest. I don't know why. That must have been one I drew on my phone. I hate trying to do anything on my phone. Never looks right on the laptop. But I do think overall, like I said, my goal was for HEAR to hit like 17. How's it going there? Elmore Ressi. STMP. Is that a stock you want me to take a look at? I'll do so in just a second. If so, is that a stock? Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that one here in just a second. But HEAR, I do think overall it's going to retest between 16 to 16.50 again. You can see it got rejected there. It was a pretty solid support a few days ago. Ended up breaking it down a day or two ago. So it makes sense that it got rejected there early on, or 16.25, I mean. That makes sense that we got rejected there. I look for it to retest that, and if it does, and it looks like there's going to be even more resistance there, then I'll probably go ahead and just cut a very small loss. It'll be like a $2 loss because that's a really small position. It's just kind of getting annoying to hold it at this point. I wanted to kind of hold it just as like an overnight trade. It's become more of a swing trade and more of an annoying trade than anything. So if I can get out of that for just a very small loss, or maybe even make a little bit of money, then I'll be happy. But I'll take a look at STMP for you real quick. More Resi. So what is this? Stamps. I heard about this. Stamps.com dropped over 50% earlier today. I didn't hear why, but I got the notification. That's insane. What the hell even happened? Let's pull up the news. Let's see. I heard something happen like at a... Okay, on weak guidance, end of USPS shipping pact and SEC inquiry. So tons of bad news apparently is why this dropped so much today. I mean, it could bounce back because it could at the minimum after dropping that much. Would I be surprised if something has a dead cat bounce and bounces like 5% or something? I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, it's kind of risky because this thing could definitely keep going down, especially on so much bad news. Play it how you want to play it, essentially. I wouldn't touch this. I'm not going to touch it because I'm not really, like I said, my form of trading is not really the day trading necessarily type currently. However, if I was like a full-time day trader, or not even full-time, but like I could check my trades like on a 5-minute, 10-minute basis, then I would consider maybe day trading this, but I wouldn't swing trade it or nothing because something that dropped almost 60%, no, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But there's some potential because I wouldn't be surprised to see a rebound somewhere around $93, between like $85 and $95. But you're taking a risk. Just buyer beware. I wouldn't touch it, but I know there's going to be a lot of people that say now is an amazing time to buy. But anyways, back over to oil. Like I said, we got some gush. We're not up a tremendous amount or nothing. Go back over to my home page. So we're up roughly a nickel per share on gush, which means we're only up about 0.5% on gush overall. Today's return up over 2.25, obviously because it was down a little bit yesterday. But yeah, so if anything, I'm looking to add some more positions. I wouldn't be surprised to see oil maybe pull back Monday, Tuesday, but if I was a betting man, I'd probably say Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. I think Monday is probably going to be a pretty bullish day for oil overall. That's just my 2 cents, just by looking at the overall chart. It pulled back quite a bit throughout the afternoon, has plenty of room to run, especially if you're looking at the minute indicators. But when I look at the 1 hour chart, which is what I like to look at the most, I mean, we got plenty of room to run on our RSI. Our MACD isn't really, I mean, it's not, I don't really look at the MACD too much when it comes to oil, but RSI, we have tons of room to run on oil. So it was a good little pullback this afternoon. I mean, you can see here, we had the pop early on, and then we kind of just pulled back throughout the rest of the day. So overall, very bullish on oil. I look for oil to go over $58 on Monday. Personally, that's not even that big of a rise from where we're currently at. You're talking roughly a 1 to 2% move to the upside. I just wouldn't be surprised to see that. But at the same time, I would not be surprised if we try to retest somewhere around like 56.85. Some are even calling out for us to retest 56. That's about a 2% move to the downside. So pretty much I wouldn't be surprised Monday if we have a 2% move to the upside or down. But since I am overall very bullish on oil, I'm going to go ahead and take to the upside. But overall, if you're looking, if you think it's too late to get into oil, one, it's not. But two, if you're looking for a potential entry point, you do probably want to wait until oil tries to test that $56 range again, because I think it's definitely going to. Yeah, UWT, that's another one that I'm probably going to look at adding some position to. Maybe not like tomorrow, maybe not Monday or Tuesday, but whenever we have that pullback where oil is going to come down to around 56 is what I'm guessing. I'll try to get in probably somewhere around like 15.55, somewhere around there. I forget my reasoning for why I didn't buy into UWT. I think it was yesterday. It just wasn't attractive to me, if I remember right. Go back to the 5-day. Yeah, it just didn't really move enough for me to want to get in. I want to be able to get into UWT right around like 15.50, and it only came down, if I remember right, yesterday to like 15, right around 15.60. So I mean, 10 more cents. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but 10 cents when you're buying tons of shares, like multiple tens, hundreds, however much you're purchasing of shares, 10 cents can make a huge difference, obviously. I mean, you're talking, let's just do 10 cents from like 60 cents to 70 is roughly over 0.5%. So I mean, that's a big difference. But yeah, UWT, I'm not really. The only way I'm getting in this is if or when it goes back to around like 1550 to 1555 is my target buy. And then for GUSH, since it's going to move somewhat similar, I would look to maybe add some positions when it tries to test $11 again. If it goes back down to $11, which like I said, I wouldn't be surprised either way if it shoots up on Monday or if it comes back down to around $11 Monday. If it goes around or just below $11 again, I'll definitely be scooping up quite a few shares at GUSH. Target sell for GUSH is north of $12, $12 to $12.50. So if I didn't add any positions, I would be looking at roughly a minimum of 6.5 to somewhere north of 10-11% profit. So 12 is pretty much the point where I'll consider taking some positions off the table, and then if it looks like it's going to keep running, then I'll probably hold more than less and sell out wherever we see our next area of resistance, which actually, now that I am thinking about it, someone, I forget what group or where I seen this, but someone had identified an inverse head and shoulders. I don't remember what chart they were looking at though. Like they identified this as the head, and then I don't remember what chart they were looking at. If it was a weekly chart or no, it wasn't a weekly chart. Man, I wish I could remember now. But someone identified an inverse head and shoulders within oil and gut. Well, we're on GUSH right now. On oil, they identified an inverse head and shoulders. I think you can almost kind of form it out just on the 4-hour chart. I wish I remember which chart they were looking at, but you can almost see it right there, and then your head, of course. So you guys know I'm very bullish on oil anyways, just based on the historic pattern of oil. I think we're going to hit at least $65 still, minimum, before it goes back down, minimum again. I think realistically we're probably going to go north of 70 by the summer, but short term is in the next month. I think within the next month or so we're going to hit $60 to $65 for sure. I think 60 is just around the corner, to be honest, early March probably. But yeah, loving oil a lot. Going to keep adding positions to it for sure. Just every pullback essentially. Anytime oil pops, I'm essentially selling my shares. I didn't today just because there wasn't enough of a return. You can see early on with GUSH. I mean, you can even see it on my Robinhood account. We were up all the way to 10,063 overall count. We were up 3.75%, which on GUSH, where was it at that point? It was right around like 1160, 72. I didn't even know it hit that, but 1172. If I had sold it at the peak, which when I saw it, it was like 1165, but that would have been roughly a 40-cent per share profit. I don't know what the exact percentage would be on that. We can take a look real quick. Give anyone that doesn't know how to calculate profit a refresher course. If I had made a 40-cent profit on 1127 average per share buy cost, that's a 3.5% return. So I could have covered that. It just wasn't. I just didn't. Honestly, I thought it was going to keep going higher today. I thought we were going to possibly test $12 today, but it just didn't happen that way. So in hindsight, yeah, I would have went ahead and sold somewhere around 1160 to 1170. But hindsight's always 20/20, right? But pretty much what I'm just doing is oil continues to trend up. On the pops, I'm selling GUSH, and then on the dips, I'm buying a whole bunch of it, which is why my average buy cost is pretty close to the low of yesterday. Sold UGAS. How'd it go today? So it didn't really move a lot today, did it? Did you sell it around $32 at least? El Moresi. Yeah, UGAS was one we've kind of been talking about for a while. The whole thing with UGAS is, like I said, let me guess, natural gas stumbled around 2.7, didn't it? Yeah, see? It got up above 2.7, got rejected again. It's hovering right around 2.7 right now. Obviously, we're at the end of the market day, 32. So, yeah, that's not too bad depending on when you got in. But, yeah, natural gas is going to stumble quite a bit. 2.7 to 2.71 is a very solid resistance. But if or when it can break through it, I think it's running up to 2.8, between 2.8 and 3. A lot of people, there was an article today on investing.com actually that talked about natural gas. Someone was saying in that article that they definitely see natural gas going to 3. So there's a lot of natural gas bulls right now. Oh yeah, that's not a bad profit at all. I mean, you made $4. Let's take a look at your profit. I thought you were mad that you had to sell it. Let's see, you $4 divided by 28. You made good money on that, dude. 14% profit. So that's not bad at all. But actually, that's pretty damn good. Good stuff. I wonder when you got in. Since when was UGAS last around 28? I know it wasn't too long ago. So you probably got in what, 3 or 4 days ago? Somewhere in there, maybe a couple days ago. Probably what, Monday, Tuesday, I bet. But yeah, natural gas overall, it is going to stumble, or not stumble. It's going to have a hard time getting past that 2.7 to 2.71 brick wall. But once it goes through it, I think it is going to run on up. But yeah, you might want to switch over to DGAZ maybe just for like 1 day, because I wouldn't be, so what I say, if you could get in DGAZ around $100, hop in, because you're probably going to see it try to retest 105. That's a good little 5% profit you'll probably get in 1 day or less. So DGAZ, man, it's already up to 103. Well, it shows 102 right now, but did not mean to do that. Where is my chart? There we go. Damn, I need to utilize alerts a lot better, because I probably would have bought a couple shares at 101. But yeah, DGAZ, that has some opportunity for a quick short term, like 4 to 6% gain. So be watching out for you DGAZ for sure. I need to remember to set some alerts. I need to utilize those alerts a lot more. That's what I can do better as a trader in 2019, is utilizing alerts. But yeah, I don't want to make this stream too long or anything. Hopefully the stream quality and whatnot has been well. Like I said, if there's ever any issues, definitely just let me know. We got 4 of you tuning in. Welcome to anyone that's tuning in for the first time. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, we'd love to add you to the awesome community we have going here. There's over 550 of us here, and there's over 50 to 60 of us in our Discord group chat. That's down in the description box if you're interested. It's too risky for DGAZ. Well, DGAZ is going to be just as risky as UGAZ, but if I'm reading into what you mean by that, is you think there's more downside for DGAZ. I do too. I think there's more downside for DGAZ, as I do think natural gas is going to go up to about 2.8 to 3. I think 3 is the highest natural gas is going to go, but that still means quite a bit of room to the downside for DGAZ. But what I'm saying is because it's going to take a lot for natural gas to break above 2.7 to 2.71, that brick wall that it's hitting right now. It's probably going to try to retest it overnight Monday, probably get rejected, which means DGAZ has some room to run up a little bit, because as natural gas falls a little bit, you're going to see DGAZ probably go up to north of around 105, probably between 104 and 105 before it gets rejected, because natural gas is probably going to try to retest, if I'm betting, probably somewhere around 2.685, somewhere in there is where I see natural gas pulling back to. But it might not. Like I said, it's just maybe a good little day trade you might be able to play if you have the time to day trade and get in and get out at the right times. But me, overall, I'm just going to be doing what's been working, which is just trading oil. If I see a good entry point for natural gas, if I see a bounce at a good point that I like, I might hop in some UGAS. UGAS, I mentioned I want to get into UGAS around 30 bucks, 30 to 31. So might get that pullback sometime this week. But other than that, I probably won't even touch natural gas in the upcoming week. I'll probably just stick with GUSH and UWT, and I might day trade DWT or DRIP a couple times if I catch them at the right time, of course. But like I said, I don't want to make this stream too long, as I know it's Friday, and I know a lot of you guys probably got stuff you want to do, and I know my fiance is going to be getting off work here before long. I don't even know what we're going to be doing tonight. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a good week. Hopefully you guys stayed green. Like I said, just a little recap for the week overall. We ended up about, what, like 3% on the overall account for the week, something like that. It says 1.6. But overall, since we pretty much started trading on Robinhood, like I said, for those of you that are new, I started out with $500 in there. I just threw another $500 in this week. I think it was like Tuesday that I threw that in. But overall, we were up about $37 on the week. Nothing major, just 4%. But like I said, what do I always say? If you can do around 1% every single day on your account, average, like I said, just an average, if you can do 1% every single day or 1% a week, 2 to 5% a week, just watch how your account continues to compound over time. And then as you continue to throw more money into that account, just you'll be surprised how quick your account will grow. And that's pretty much the strategy I'm taking anymore. While I don't have time to necessarily day trade, I'm gonna just kind of just swing trade these, like swing trade GUSH, swing trade UWT, DWT, and DRIP when their time comes. When I become bearish on oil, then I'll swing trade those. And then sometimes here and there I'll swing trade like a HEAR, AMD. I don't trade GURN anymore because it's a horrible stock. But I mean, I'll swing trade some other stuff from time to time. But for the most part, it's these ETFs and ETNs that can make you quite a bit of money if you just get in at the right time and just continue to add positions. Be patient. Don't let your emotions rule your trades, because it would have been easy for me when oil, go back to oil, when oil pulled back big time about a week or two ago, when oil retested $51 to $52. It would have been super easy for me to panic, sell all my GUSH, because I mean, you can see, you saw the dip on my 1 month. I mean, it would have been easy for me to sell, but I didn't. I held, I added some positions, and then I just wrote it back up, and now we're just continuing up. There's going to be the dips. You just have to be confident in your research, your abilities as a trader, investor, however you're using the stock market to make money. But yeah, hopefully you guys ended the week green. Hopefully you guys are having a good week, had a good week, and are going to have a great weekend. And like I say, if you're new to the channel, we'd love to have you here. Definitely consider subscribing and checking out our Discord group chat. But on that note, I'll go ahead and wrap the stream up. Thank you again for those of you that tuned in. We got 4 of you still in here. Thanks again so much for tuning in. Cannot thank you all enough for the support. Yeah, no problem, Elmore Reese. Nice name, by the way, and awesome to have you here. Definitely check out our Discord group chat if you're not in there too. It's an app you can get for your iPhone, Android, whatever you got. But hopefully you guys have a good weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna do a stream for sure. I got tomorrow because I have a full day at work, and then I got some stuff going on with my fiance in the evening. So probably no stream tomorrow, but we will have the Sunday stock watch that we have every single Sunday, usually around 3 p.m. Eastern time. If it's earlier or later, I'll always let the guys in the Discord group chat know. But yeah, until next time, guys, keep on going out there, making your profits, covering your profits, and achieving your financial freedom this year. And I will see you guys for sure Sunday for that Sunday stock watch. Take it easy, guys.